Welcome, BwolfTheWolfettes. We are back with a brilliant Lost in Random on the PlayStation 5. And I hope you guys and girls are having an absolutely fantastic day. Now, I'm having a pretty good day today because I'm recording this video on Friday. I'm not too sure when you guys and girls will be watching it, but I plan on having a Chinese for dinner tonight, so that's put me in a very good mood. But what happened in the previous video was, once again, we followed that ghost through 2 towns. We come up to a door where we needed to find a bronze key to get through it. So we had to do a fight with some of those Queen's guards. And we found a bronze key and we managed to get through this gate. And then we met up with many of the different residents of 2 towns. Some of them were just giving me story information about the town. And others were giving me side missions. So what we're going to be doing in today's video, we are going to be doing several different side missions. At the moment, I think we've only got one, and that is from a guy that wants me to trade a word with him, and he will give me this cool item in return. So we need to find a vendor that's trading words, and then we also need to rescue another guy that's currently being attacked by the Queen's Guard that you may have seen in the previous video right at the end. But you need to get an item for him, and the item that you get for him is from the guy that wants the word. So there's going to be a lot of trading and stuff that we need to do in this video. Hopefully that made sense. It probably didn't, but let's get straight into things. Now I came back here a little bit so I could do my intro, because if you stand in the shop district, everybody continuously shouts at you and it's very hard to concentrate. So I came back a little bit just so I could do my intro. But
I'm selling crispy twigs here.
Delicious.
Crispy twigs to trade.
But if you come over here, this is the guy that wants to trade words with you. When you talk to him, he talks about wanting to trade something very different and unique. But if you talk to him a second time, then he lets you know that he wants to trade words. So we're going to speak to him a second time just to see what he actually wants us to trade with him. I already know it's words because I've already done it, but let's just speak to him. Hi, through. Any new trades while I was away?
Not the one. You wouldn't happen to have anything, would you?
I've got a word. I'll trade you for something.
A word? Now that's interesting. I've never traded in words before. This could be a whole new marketplace. What's the word?
Now obviously I don't know the word yet because I've not bought it from one of the other vendors, but you just have to select this for now. It's a phrase actually. Honey, I'm home.
Oh, I've heard that before. It's a common phrase, and common things don't have value, I'm afraid. No, I can't do anything with that. No trade, kid.
Damn it. Plus you said we were going to trade a word with him, not a phrase. Okay, oh, look at the state of you, mate. Right, so I think
50% off sale. That's twice as cheap as normal.
50% off, you say? Or what you're selling? I love how these look like pea shooter. I don't know if that's just an accident by Zoink, but the fact that EA published this game and that there's pea shooters in this game, that's got to just be a coincidence, ain't it? Unless that is actually supposed to be like a pea shooter themed resident. I wonder, if you see this video, Zoink, let me know in the comments or on Twitter. Even message me, I don't care. But let me know, is that supposed to be a pea shooter? Based on a pea shooter. Right, what are you selling for 50% off?
My stock is twice as good as the competition. And they've recently made their stock twice as good. So, mine is twice as good.
Well, alright, but you haven't actually told me what you're selling. I know there's a weirdo over there that's selling pets, and he said he only sells scorpions and tarantulas, so I'm not happy about that. Did that woman just push me a second ago? Who the flipping hell are you pushing?
Shrug! Get your crush costume straight out of the tube. That's dinner for 2.
Disgusting. Look at you lurking in the shadows.
Get your food here. I've only had Dice described to me, kid, but that costume is dead on.
Lovely.
The heart of Two Town was even greater and bigger and scarier than in the most outlandish stories she'd heard the Junkers tell in Onecroft.
Shall I tell you what's very outlandish? The fact that all of these residents of Two Town think they can keep bloody pushing me without any consequences. I've got a flipping bow over here. I mean a catapult. How'd you like that, you twat? Stop pushing me. Oh, I thought there was a pot up there. It looks like it's one of those little doorways that Dicey can go through and get you lots of money. Okay, so we have to go... You go down that way to continue with the main story, but we do have to go down there because there's like 4 or 5 side missions that we need to do down there, like related to the side missions. But if you come up this way, that's where you're gonna find that like little wolf-looking guy that was being attacked at the end of the previous video. So we're gonna go up there first, get some action going. But first things first, let's talk to this guy. I think I may have accidentally referred to this guy as the mayor in the previous video. He's not the mayor. For some reason I called him the mayor. I don't know why. Probably because of the hat. He has got a very similar hat to the mayor. The mayor is the guy you saw in that cutscene that was spinning the dice. That's the mayor.
I love the Upside Down Town. It's a whole second to town.
Yeah, Upside Down Town is the second town that's currently being built upside down in the sky that we can't actually see at the moment, where that new moon has been built. Lots of people do, and lots of people don't.
And they're all right.
It's a huge mistake.
This is the guy that feels like me. Wait, I thought you liked it.
Sorry, you must have been speaking to my other half. I hate it.
By which I mean, it rules.
That's like my relationship with YouTube. That's how I feel about YouTube every day. You're changing personalities much faster than the others. Yeah, it's like he's got a very, very, very bad case of bipolar.
Yeah, that's kind of my whole thing. But one thing will always remain consistent. My love for the Upside Down Town. It's beautiful and great and...
I hate it. Worst idea we ever had.
brilliant in both conception and execution.
Disaster in waiting that will
Make everyone happy.
to die one day so that they can escape this horrible monster city.
And then go to heaven, which will be exactly like the new Upside Down Town.
I'd better go. You know, it's okay to find something just okay. That's true.
You know, my doctor said the same thing. That getting so overwhelmed with the upside downs of this world all the time wasn't good for me. I called him an insensitive low roller and left. But maybe this time, I should listen.
Man, that reminds me of a story I've not got time to tell you right now. This guy might actually be me. I think Zoink might have been spying on me. He might have based his character on Beowulf. Might have to rename him to Beowulf Zoink. Oh, lovely. Right, we're going to come up here and we're going to rescue that little wolf guy. He looked like a wolf. I think he was a wolf.
That's a spiffy nice costume, kid. My grandmother told me about him.
Maybe you should stop being nosy.
Help! Help! I'm being attacked by robots!
Oh, don't worry, little Joe. I'm on my way. With my very, very skinny legs and my teeny tiny little feet. Oh, bloody hell, that was straight into the action. Not even a little cutscene or anything, just straight into the fight. Sweet. Obviously, we've got a bunch of new cards now because we met Manny Dex in the previous video, which I forgot to mention, and he sold me a bunch of new cards, so we've got a bunch of new powers now. But we can still only roll a 1 or a 2, so, you know, that's a bit of a nightmare. Oh, actually, what does this one do? Does this give me... Ah, sweet, we can get... I could put a shield on with this because it don't cost anything. And then we can finally summon the mace. Oh no, I think... Did I already show you this in the previous video? I think I did, didn't I? Because I kept saying it was the Crash Bandicoot attack when I spin. But this weapon's great. I just love how it smashes the enemy to the ground. Oh mate, look at that. The Crash Bandicoot attack. Oh, sweet. Just remember, when you glow, to dash through their body, because then they give you a little bit of dice energy. but only if you dodge through them when you glow slightly yellow. If you do it before that, you won't get any dice energy. Ah, my mace has run out. Okay, so we might as well get 2 of these, I guess. We don't really need to use any of the other gadgets at the moment. You do later on in the game, it does become a lot more strategic, and there's a lot more enemy composition where you want to try and manage the fight a bit better. But at this point in the game, you just got to use your weapons and absolutely kick the crap out of them. But it does get a little bit more challenging later. But if you are having trouble, you can lower, oh god, you can lower the difficulty in the options, which you don't need to.
You saved my bacon there, kid.
You don't need to lower the difficulty though, it's really not that challenging, so you should be okay. But if you do need to, you can in the options. Little Joe, you saved my bacon there, kid. You're welcome! Oh, he isn't a wolf. Looks more like a rat. I thought it was a wolf for some reason.
Look, let me repay you. With a deal. I'm looking to trade a weird-looking four-sided skull for a Gubblegregger. That'll be just the thing I need to Gubblegreg my way out of future robot trouble. What do you say, kid?
Maybe sometime? What's a Gubblegregger? Yeah, that's what I want to know.
You don't know what a Gubblegregger is? Forget it then, kid. But, you know, do come back if by any chance you happen to find one.
Do I get a reward for saving you, though? Oh, okay, thank you. I was going to say. Oh, bloody hell, 110 coins. Beautiful. Okay, so make sure you come down this way, because there's going to be one of those little doorways that I think Dicey can go through that we saw a minute ago, which I thought was a jar. I love how Dicey jumps on my back. Sweet. Oh, it's the 2 twins. Alright, we've got to have a chat with these 2 now. Yeah, we're back here now. That's the way we just went up. What a shot. We're like Dennis the Menace, ain't we?
Hi. Hello.
I get it. You're twins. 2 of you. For 2-tan, right?
Indubitably. We're twins. We finish each other's sentences. We double each other's happiness. We share each other's husbands. We multiply each other's... Wait, what? What? You said we share each other's husbands. Yep, I don't. You've been kissing my husband? Oh my god, 2-timer! It's double the fun. Please excuse us. We need to talk about this. Sorry.
It's double the fun! You filthy hoe! My god!
Even decided she'd already inserted herself into the lives of the twins quite enough.
Alright then. I'll allow you 2 to have a little domestic.
That is such a creative dice costume. No way, Ronaldo. Are you seeing this?
What's a dice?
Oh man, I love everybody having 2 personalities. Well, at least you know that nobody in this town will ever be lonely, because everybody's in a set of 2. So there's 2 of them all the time, so he will never feel lonely because he's always going to be talking to himself. Ah, this is the woman that sells you words. It's funny actually, before we get near her, she will continuously keep shouting out fancy words. But for some reason she's selling words. So if she's already shouted the word out, why would I need to buy it? But for some reason, because every time she shouted a word, I ran back and spoke to the other guy, because I thought, you know, I've learnt a new word. But no, you have to actually buy it from her, despite the fact that she shouts out like 20, 30 different new words that you could just easily go and listen to and take back to the other guy. But no, you've got to actually buy it.
Words for sale. Who wants to buy a word? Here's one for free. Syzygy.
See? See, I've already learnt a new word, Syzygy. So why can't I go back and speak to the other guy? But you can't speak to her yet. You have to wait for some reason.
I got words for sale here. Choice words. Pluviophile. It means lover of rain.
Love.
That's just a free sample.
Just a free sample, but you gave me the word. It's not a free sample. You've literally given me the word. That's like me going to McDonald's and they give me a McChicken sandwich to eat. I eat it, and then they ask me to pay. I've already had it. I ain't paying. That was probably a terrible example. I apologise. Oh no, not him. Oh, that scientist guy talks so long. He don't shut up. He's worse than me. This guy. Oh, the conversation's like 400 hours long. I thought there was a guy over there to speak to. Oh, maybe he pops up. Oh no, the mission over there doesn't pop up until you spoke to him. So we're going to speak to him first. And this is probably going to take a good chunk of the rest of the video. Oh, damn. Also, you've got Manny over there if you need to buy any cards. You see him over there? Sort of hiding in the shadows like a creepy guy. Hiding in his cupboard as always. Man, we're getting so much money, we'll be able to buy quite a few new cards. I think when we buy our next set of cards, that's when we have to start building our deck, because I think we've still got less than 15 at the moment, so once we buy some more, then we can start making our very own deck. Looks a bit like Mojo Jojo, doesn't he? Especially with that big light bulb on his head. Has his brain been split in half? That's weird.
Hello! Can I interest you in a potion?
I would love a potion. Sure.
Wait a minute. I don't know you. I only sell potions to my regular customers. I don't give out my art willy-nilly.
Oh.
You're not from around here, are you? You must feel lost.
It would be logical to give her a summary of the town that she finds herself in.
I was getting to that. Jeez. It would be logical of me to give you a summary of the town you find yourself in. As you may have noticed, we're big into duality here.
Even though it has its not unsubstantial downsides.
By the card makers, I'm speaking, Jored!
So we've got Jored on the back and we've got Jared on this side. Basically, this is Voldemort right here. You're insane. Now, that's a bit rude. It's not his fault. Is this normal? It's definitely not normal either.
Split personality, though ours is more unfortunate than most. Jared and I don't agree on very much these days.
Is everyone here double like this?
Ah, a keen question suggesting a logical mind. Everyone in Two Town is split, but it's not always the same way. I am fated to always be battling my other half, but even on my worst days, I know that it's fair.
We battle it out and it's a great system. As you can see, Jored and I are in conflict a lot. We want different things in business, in life, in love.
In that some of us don't want love because it's an illogical distraction.
And some of us want to get
Mad kissy. Also, we are at loggerheads over the direction of our business. But not for long. I am working on a potion to decide this once and for all.
Man, I think I'm more on Jared's team, to be honest. Obviously, yeah, having a relationship can be a distraction, but not if your partner understands what you're doing in life, then it won't be a distraction because they'll let you do what you need to do. So, not always, but yeah, it can be a massive distraction, I guess. But, yeah, I think I'm more on Jared's team. I want to get mad kissy. I am working on a potion to decide this once and for all. A potion?
Yes, a potion to decide who is in charge. Whoever drinks it will be the leader once and for all, regardless of what the dice say.
Which will be me.
You misspoke, as anyone could clearly see that I am intended to be the one in charge. If you simply reason it out, you'll see that...
You know what? I have had it with your condescending and your precious logic.
An emotional and frankly embarrassing response, dare I say... cringe-worthy?
Oh.
You two enjoy talking. I'm out of here. La 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 la, can't hear you. La 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 la, can't hear you.
Ah, we have a few moments of privacy. There is one thing. That potion I mentioned. I need ingredients to finish it. And I'm afraid time is of some matter because my partner is working on a similar potion. One that will lock me out for good. It's logical, therefore, that I finish my potion first. So, if you'd be so kind as to find what I need before that happens, I would appreciate it.
Okay. I'll do it. I'm not sure I want to take sides. I'm just going to say that, because I'm not too sure I want to take sides. Although I definitely have already taken the side of Jared, but pretend I never said that. Man, I really hate the word cringe. You see it so much in the comments section, people saying that whatever is cringy. I find the word cringe cringy, to be honest. I hate that bloody word. It's like when people don't like the word moist. Well, I'm like that with the word cringe. It annoys the hell out of me. And it's always used incorrectly, it seems.
Even with these fingers in my ear, that sounded like a no. But perhaps it was a yes? It's logical for me to assume that it was a yes. Yes. Now then, I require 3 bloobs. Unremarkable organisms distinguished by their loud screams. Listen for their sounds and you'll find them. And don't worry about harvesting them for my experiments. My research indicates that it is actually quite ethical and logical for me to do this.
Of course it is. Well, at least we know what a bloob is now, because our friend Lucky back in OneCraft kept calling us a bloob, and we didn't know what it was. So we're pretty much a useless organism. What if the bloobs don't want to become soup?
I assure you it makes no difference to them. They loathe their existence all the same. All I require is that you find 3 bloobs for me, and I'll have all that I need. Oh, and there's a mighty reward in it for you. In conclusion, what I've said is highly intriguing, and if I were you, I'd go find those bloobs. Promptly. Farewell, kind stranger.
He's gone, yeah?
Man, I really don't like Jared. I'm definitely on Jared's team. I'm definitely hashtag Team Jared, that's for sure. I think so. I mean, he's still right there.
No, he's gone. We can talk in private. Listen, before you go, that potion that we're working on, I need ingredients first to finish it. Because as soon as he gets control again, my partner is going to invent a potion to lock me out for good. There's no stopping him. It's logical. So, if you'd be so kind as to find what I need before that happens, I'd be much obliged.
I'm not a murderer.
Oh, nobody's going to die. It'll be fine. But I trust you, and you don't need to decide now. Get the bloobs, only give them to me instead of him. Got it? Oh, and there's a reward in it for you. I know, it's so intriguing. If I were you, I'd go find those ingredients to discover what it is.
So at least Jared gave me an option. So he was like, you could decide later. Whereas the dude on the back, Jared, assumed that I said yes when I said I don't want to take sides. It sounded like a no, but I'm going to pretend it was a yes. See, Jared is the much better character. Much better. See, look, the reason why that mission isn't over there is because I think that mission might actually involve one of the bloobs. So, yeah, we might as well... I think... Oh, there's going to be so much more talking. This guy don't speak very much, but there's a guy in the corner, and that pretty much activates this entire flipping trading quest line that we need to do that involves like 4 different quests. And he talks a lot as well. Because I think that dude in the corner recognises the dice a bit more, so he wants to talk about that, and I'm not too sure if you can like ignore it.
Some of us are trying to sleep.
Odo Thump, what a name. They got such great... I went, who the hell made up these names at Zoink? Who was just sitting there naming these characters? They must have had a very rough day.
You can't hear that, can't you? That noise! Dang it. I'm trying to sleep, and that blabbed bloob is up on my roof making a ruckus.
I need to get through the gate to Freetown. What's that got to do with what he's talking about? That's completely changing the subject. I hate when people do that. When you tell them a story and they completely ignore you and start talking about something else. That pisses me off. What can I do?
Lady, you'd do an old man's heart good if you could see your way to clearing those dang bloobs off my roof. All I want to do is nap. I'm old. I I've spent more hours awake than anyone, and I deserve some moments of blessed unconsciousness. Quiet unconsciousness. You'll help me, won't you? I'll reward you or something.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, little one. You've made an old man's heart want to fill with hope, which will happen as soon as this old man's ears are no longer filled with cotton to keep that darn noise down. Please don't dawdle now. I'm very old.
God, he really likes telling me he's old, doesn't he?
Quiet down! I'm old and I'm tired, and I demand you respect that.
I've got to be honest with you, mate. Well, the looks of it, you don't even have any bloody ears. So how the flipping hell do you even hear the bloob? You've got no ears. Yeah, look, even Dicey went round the back to try and find the ears. Even Dicey can't find your ears. Maybe you've got some on your butt, I'm not too sure. But yeah, don't look like you've got ears, mate. So I think you might be telling Porky Pies. I think you just want me to go and kill the bloob. Maybe you're a bit of a scumbag. Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. This whole I'm old is just an act. Really, you're a bloob murderer. Alright, let's go murder the bloob and then we can take it to the scientist. Well, once we've got 3 of them, we can. You can't take one at a time, I don't think. Oh, look at that, sneaky. Crap. There we go. Oh, that was close. Dicey!
Come on, Dicey.
That's better.
Let's go.
There it is. Look at that thing. Is that a language? Are you talking to me? Okay, I'm going to end this conversation now. And we murdered it. The poor little flubber. A bloob. Perhaps the most useless creature in random, or so the powers that be would have us believe. ... Oh, that's very cryptic, ain't it? We're going to find out that the bloobs are the final boss, ain't we? Dicey, right? Will you just sit on my shoulders? Then you're not in the way.
Thank you, little one.
Oh, 100 coins for that. You're welcome. Suppose you could have done that yourself. Well, I suppose you won't fit up there where you're very... Well, you've also got tiny legs as well, but you have got quite a chunky head, I suppose. Okay, Oh, I don't know if I want to speak to this guy. I've only got about 3 or so minutes left of this video. Right, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to go and speak to Manny Dex and I'm going to buy some more cards. And then in the next video, we will speak to that like wolfish looking character in the corner. And then we can start actually finishing all of these side missions. I already know where the bloobs are. They're very easy to find because as you're walking along, you'll hear like a little scream noise. I don't know if you'll hear it in my video because it might be a bit too quiet. But yeah, when you're playing it yourself, you hear this like little screech noise, so you know when you're near them. But they're very easy to find anyway.
Been dealt a bad hand, have you? Oh, never mind. Trade it in for a new one with me, old Manny Dex.
I wish you would stop flashing me, Manny. Okay. Get another 2 of these, I guess. Get another one of these. Ah, sweet. Defense, maybe? Oh, what's that little bell? Where it? Summons a healing bell that heals the dice wielder when she is nearby. The spell lasts 60 seconds. So it's like a little healing area that you can stand in. Did I get that in the previous video? I can't remember. I might as well get one of them. And that's all I've got money for now. Deck modification unlocked. Yeah, I can now build my own deck. Alright. Alright, should we quickly do that then? See if I can get that done quickly. Right. How do I put them away? Right, there you go. You go over to the left on your deck and then you move card and it puts them all back in your deck. So we're going to take one of these. We'll take 2 of them. Take 2 of them. Take 1 of them. I don't have to heal very often. We'll take a shield. I'll take a bomb. I'll take a mace. I'll take 2 of these damage cards. What is this? I'll take another healing one then. Take another one of these. That's the bow, ain't it? Yeah, I don't really care. I mean, I'll get the bow just in case. It might be useful. But it seems to be very low on damage. We'll get this as well. That can be useful sometimes. And there you go, we've got a deck of 15. Okay, well, thanks for watching BwolfTheWolf. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Next time we're going to start getting a bunch of these side missions done and then proceeding to find out how we can get through the door of 3, which is right there. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and join the pack today.